So I was talking to you about one of the greatest homeopaths from India, Sarabhai Kapadia, and he said that any type of case, any type of disease, any type of pathology, homeopathy has the potential to help the suffering. Till what extent depends a lot on the type of disease, depends a lot on the susceptibility of the patient, depends a lot on so many factors, but it has it in it, whatever the name of the disease, to help the suffering. And this I believed in, and this is something that I have experienced. I'm pretty sure a lot of really good classical homeopaths have also experienced.
Uh, we have a question. Is there any standard approach, example, to begin with anti-miasmatic remedies? If yes, then which are the remedies? This is the question.
There is the most important thing that one has to understand is that there is nothing called a standard in homeopathy. Okay, you can't call any approach as a standard approach. Okay,
Yeah.
a homeopathy is a much broader kind of aspect, and of course there are many approaches in it, as we already know, different approaches, whether it's the Kentian, Boger, Bonninghausen, or you're talking about a more pathological approach, or Burnett's approach, or you're talking about more of approach based on mind method, or we are talking about thematic approaches, and so much, so many different approaches. So I believe that the approach is actually decided by the patient, and the patient's state decides the approach. So in some case, you might give a totally pathological prescription, or in another case, you might have to prescribe based on the subconscious state and a dream. So one has to be open towards it. In a particular case, autoimmune disorder, only the kidney is affected, and the only symptom you have is the proteinuria. You don't have anything else. So proteinuria with a lot of soreness of the kidney, you would think about a remedy like Solidago, for example, in a very low potency. In another case, you might analyze the case and you might get a very entire state. This person talks about the dreams of being pursued. He talks about kind of someone coming from behind and attacking, and the person getting a feeling of a kind of a backstab and betraying, and a person who's very clairvoyant. You might straight away think about a remedy like Crotalus cascavella, so the Brazilian snake. So one has to be open to both the approaches, and I believe that flexibility um, is a very important part of any type of state, any type of approach that one does.
Very soon with the online course starting from December, where me along with my colleagues across the world, including my teachers, Dr. Sarkar, Dr. Gajanan, Dr. Borkar, other colleagues in UK, in Croatia, will be joining to teach a 30-hour online course only on weekends with 25 lectures, with an access for 2 years for you to watch the videos again and again, with a WhatsApp group where you all will be joining and trying to solve cases every week, also kind of training there. And this course will be starting in December. There is a special close to 25% discount for all you people for the early bird. So the seats have already started to kind of register. We have the last few seats. I want all of you to be a part of this, and I want to study with all of you together. So you have all the details, gaurang@gmail.com, and all the contact numbers. I look forward to have you with me. Thank you, bonjour, and merci beaucoup.